Welcome to APMP Practitioner Kickoff Workshop. So this is the beginning of our journey. So some of you have already done the foundation with us. For you, you will have seen the content which is fairly similar to what we have done, because the practitioner builds upon the foundation, which means the syllabus areas for practitioner is very much similar, like 80-85% is exactly the same as foundation. And then there is additional 7 or 8 new chapters that you built on from here. So the point here is the way we have structured our program. For the first 4 weeks, you're going to familiarize yourself with the syllabus areas by watching the videos, by going through the quizzes, by downloading the study guide, going through the. For our foundation students, all we have done, this will be a very quick refresher for you. You might not need 4 weeks, but you may be able to do it 2 weeks. But with the way things are working down, working from home and other things, you also have 4 weeks to do it. So that's the high level principle. So welcome to Kickoff Workshop. Before we begin, let me give you a quick insights about what this APMP Practitioner is all about. APMP Practitioner, as you can see, is a 2.5 hour paper, because you will get additional 30 minutes if English is not your first language. So if English is not your first language, please do, when you book for the exam, the moment you are a membership, when your membership number has been added, APMP will realize that you are from non-English speaker. Otherwise, you can go and tick the box that gives you the additional 30 minutes. The point here is exam, 80 marks, pass mark is 40. So you need to score 40 out of 80. 50% pass mark, and the 50% pass mark, which is 40, is split up into 2 or 6 questions. 6 questions, that's how it will be done. And there are 4 syllabus areas, 6 questions. Each 6 questions will be split up into 12 marks, 24 marks each, and collectively it will come to 80 marks. So I'll come back and let you know which sections are going to be 12 marks, which sections are going to be 24 marks. In your mind, have it. This is application of knowledge, overall 2.5 hour paper. Before that, you might need to allocate 30 minutes for proctor and others. We will touch that when we are in the revision program. But for now, 50% pass mark, 80% mark in total. Syllabus areas fairly similar to foundations. It builds from there, but we still need to refresh that before we enter the revision part. So 4 key competency areas. 4 key competencies. Number 1, information research, planning and management, development, behavior and attitude. So the middle section, planning and management development, has 28 marks within it, whereas the behavior and attitude section, which comes as question number 6, has 12 marks within it. So you have 12 marks, 28, 28, 12. The reason I've highlighted behavior and attitude is because behavior and attitude is very subjective. How you behave will be very different to how the character within the scenario will behave. But you still need to second guess how that person would have behaved and answer those questions. So you might be losing some mark in behavior and attitude. That means the 12 marks there, that 50%, which is 6 marks, will be slightly challenging. So we need to ensure that our tactic is, okay, I'm going to get less mark on that, so I need to get more marks on the other 3 sections. That's more important. So keep that in mind. But while studying, study all those syllabus areas. So Scribble portal is giving you access to all the learning materials. Go through chapter by chapter by chapter, complete everything. You have 4 weeks to complete all the way to mock certification test. Mock certification test within Scribble reminds me of the question type. The question type that you will be seeing in the mock certification test within Scribble examines the syllabus areas, but that will be only from the classic question type, which is choose one answer from the list of possible answers. That's the most important thing. Because why? Due to APMP copyright, we weren't able to create the same sort of scenarios, able to create the same sort of question types. We just kept it simple. The questions are modeled on APMP Practitioner syllabus, but it's on the classic type. That's the foundation for us. Once we clear that, what that's going to tell you is it's going to tell you what are the syllabus areas that you are good at, what are the syllabus areas you need to work on. That's your objective for month 1. So immediately after this kickoff, you go online, put your study planner, go all the way, complete your mock test. You'll check your progress I'll bring you back to the revision program. In the revision program, we're going to look at the question type, we are going to look at the scenarios, and we'll be also looking at some sample papers, and we're going to take things forward. So before we get in, just to give you a little bit more overview, yes, the question types are 5. Classic, multiple is like you need to choose 2 correct options from a list of possible answers. Again, the reason I've highlighted this, if you get one answer right, one answer wrong for this 2 options question, you will again be losing mark. Again, this question type is again something that's going to pull you down. So we just need to have our tactics for that, so that we need to be very, very spot on in the other question types. Next one is matching and sequence matching. This is very simply as it says, you need to link one items with the other items. So there will be a word and there will be a definition on the other side. There will be something, an activity with the roles on one side, which simply need to match. Whereas in sequence matching, we just need to align them, which comes first, which comes second. Both are fairly easy, but again, this is something that we need to work in the practice, but we'll do that in the revision side. Assertion question types is where people mostly struggle, and that's the most easy scoring question, because it's always knowledge based. It's always knowledge based. So what you do here is you'll be given 2 statements on column A, 1 column in column A, 1 in column B. You just need to evaluate 2 statements separately first. Then you just need to check, hey, is there any correlation between the statement on one side to the statement on the other side? For which, does this needs to be true for this needs to happen? If that's the case, your answer is A. If that's not the case, the answer is B. But if the answer is true or false on both sides, false, true, false, false, and the answer is C, D, E. We will work it through, but for now, we just need to understand assertion question type, slightly more complex, but you will score. That's the easiest one to score. Now, why are we splitting this workshop into 2 parts? Why can't we just do bang on in one? Yes, we can pack everything up in 3 days, push you on the drain, but it's not that straightforward, because A, you need to understand the syllabus areas first. Then you need to understand the question types. Then you just need to apply how the syllabus areas is examined through the question types. It's a journey. Step 1, step 2, step 3. So step 1 is why? Because you will see here the application, which is foundation-based, direct knowledge-based questions, going to take you somewhere between 25 to 35 marks. But then comes the analysis part, 45 to 55. So if you go and today and take the APMG mock test, you might score somewhere between 30 to 35 marks. Maybe you will edge and pass your paper. So our plan for the next few weeks is just to get you that additional 10 marks, the additional 7 marks, 8 marks. That's going to help you to cross the barrier. Anything more than 40 is an added bonus. So that's our journey between now all the way to go forward. So we are going to touch about the scenario booklet, question booklet, and others going forward. But for now, what do you have? You have this kickoff call today. We have looked into what are the syllabus areas. We have looked into the question types. We've also looked into the exam. Our homework now is just to go and complete our online practitioner course. It has 48 videos. Download the study guide, skim it through, do the pass cards, do the chapter quiz, and complete all the way to the mock certification test, and note down which syllabus areas you are doing well, which you need to work on, because we will be working it through in the revision program. So between now and end of the month, that's your plan. And the next month, we'll be inviting you to the revision program. But please do, your study time is approximately 16 to 20 hours. That's like 30 days, 16 to 20 hours. Put your time on. When we come back, we'll be having even more questions to practice, and we'll be looking at the question types and sample questions. And we may very well invite one of our past students to come and share their experience on this. So that's about it from me. Happy learning, and I'll see you inside Scribble. Take good care. Lots of love.